When people come to the sanctuary, usually their first concern and primary focus is they just want to feel better because they're not feeling good. However, they start feeling good within really a week. All of a sudden they're eating well and they're sleeping better, and whatever they were doing that was self-sabotaging they're not doing, and all of a sudden they're feeling better. So that doesn't become the focus. We're very narrow-minded. We're very self-centered, right? When we're not feeling well, it makes sense. We want to feel better. So all of a sudden they're feeling better. And then there's one common theme that shows up with every single person once they start feeling better. And it comes out in the work that we do and the conversations we have, the healings that we do, the therapy sessions. Across the board, everybody's biggest fear is not dying. It's not even suffering because they've been doing it. That doesn't scare them anymore. Like, they know that. Their biggest fear is dying an unlived life. Everybody's biggest fear is that somehow they didn't step into their purpose. And they may not know what that is. Most of them don't have grandiose ideas. It doesn't mean they have to be, some material thing, but they know inside, that their lives are meaningful and important, and that they're here to do something, to feel and be of service and be connected. And every single one, that's their biggest fear, is that they're going to die an unlived life. And that really resonates with everybody here at the sanctuary that works here, that lives here. Because I can tell you that was all of our greatest fear, is continuing to be the walking dead, to not be alive. I'm not afraid of death. I don't think anybody is truly afraid of death, but to not live, to not love, to not feel what it's like to be loved, to receive, to not wake up in the morning and feel like I've got something to contribute, even if it's just a kind word or whatever creative endeavors we do. We have a gentleman here, his name is Enandino. He's actually been at the sanctuary before many of us. He was one of the first people to be on this property before it was actually the sanctuary. And he's this gifted man who knows how to work with the land and how to work with stones. So very early on in his life, he's even said the stones talk to him, and he has created beautiful walkways and arches and stone creations and beautiful, beautiful places on this land, helped create beautiful stone benches up at our labyrinth or down at the medicine wheel. The property is magical and as beautiful because of this man's purpose, this man's love, this man's creativity. And he's not a CEO of some big company, or, he's not a multi-millionaire or some famous dude, but this man is connected, and when you see him, his eyes twinkle. He is living his purpose. And that, to me, when you see something like that, you remember within yourself, me too, me too. What is it? Let me reconnect to it. Some people have been fortunate enough that show up here that know what that is. They just lost connection with it because of all of these disempowering beliefs they hold on to, belief systems. I call them BS, that they believe. And some people have never, ever, ever connected in with that because of the trauma and the beliefs and the deep disconnection they have felt their whole life. So for either camp, whether you've known it and have lost sight, lost connection with it, or you've never felt it, it's there for both. And within 30 days, people either remember, they have that moment, that sweetness, they get the connection, they remember that their lives are important, their lives have meaning, and that everybody, not just some people, but every single person has a purpose. Everybody.